Good evening, everybody. My name is Xexor, and I sing and stuff. Okay, let's get this point. Correct window. Yep. For now, we're still without music because I don't know about that one copyrighted song. It seems like it's only the area over by the tower behind the church. Like, yep. All right. Robert, make an effort. If you lose focus, you'll never find your way to the melody. So, right hand, her first name that rhymes with E. Is that Annie? Because Robert is a member of that family. I can't remember now what we. Well, if we figured anything out, and if so, what we figured out last time. I was falling asleep, so. Okay, so I'm going to go with Annie for now because that's Robert's mom, I think, and Abigail is the aunt, I think. You wish to take refuge with me. Let the melody carry you. Right hand, that name I cherish, so Annie. And then left hand, just like the place where we met. I don't know what place that is. The place where something. Right hand, left hand. The words will allow you to enter and play whatever you feel like. Okay, I've been in past parts. I've been going to the codex. I keep forgetting to go to the journal. So let's see what this says. In the note I found on the pool table, Annie wrote to Alexander, her second son. He mentioned secret research and a third party, Stanford. It all leads to Oakmarsh should be able to investigate without much difficulty. So I did that. Hey, what's going on, Fofox? Okay, so no need for discretion. Oakmarsh is but an empty shell. I thought you've not missed anything, by the way. I just played this tape again to remind myself of what it said. So the first clue is the right hand is that name I love, which rhymes with E. And the second was the place where we met. So I'm trying to look for clues for that. So no need for discretion. Oakmarsh is but an empty shell. I thought I'd come across some villagers, but there's no sign of life. No demons either, at least. I'm free to explore the village as I please and follow Alexander's trail. People living in this house made sure to close the place up when they left. Not entirely a problem given my current state, but if I want to take something to or from here, I'll need to find another way or some kind of opening. Samson's shop has also been closed up. I can move. Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting this. She's British. I can move small objects through the letterbox, but I'll need to find another way for bigger items. I can feel a force pushing me back, similar to the one I'd encountered in the Manor's kitchen. I can't see any lead sheeting, though. I can't see any lead sheeting. I guess it's lead, made out of lead. Though, is it the same material? Yeah, it must be then. Or did Alexander use another trick? Whatever he's scared of, that boy didn't take any chances. There's some sort of copper ear on the door. It looks like an opening mechanism, but I don't understand how it works. Maybe it's a... what's the word? Microphone? If that's the case, I suppose the door is waiting to hear me say something. Possible in my current state, unless I can find something in the village that can help me overcome this obstacle. The box I found in the bedroom is quite the intriguing item. finely ornate and locked by a code. Father used to collect the like, and this one is exactly his favorite kind. I wouldn't be too surprised if it came from the Manor. Another reason to try and open it. I'm not alone in Oakmarsh. My company is a spirit, and not the talkative kind, even though he seems familiar. He keeps saying Ad Astra when I ask him about the locked box. This clue must be important. Ad Astra? Well, Astra, I think it's just stars, right? Unless it's a different ending, but I think Astra is stars, and Odd is like in, so like in the stars. Inside the box, I found a magnetic tape that could be used as a key. Now I just need to find the lock. Once I find a way to play the tape, I should be able to understand how it works. I finally found a way to play the tape. What a curious concept. Keep things short, it says, right hand like her name. Sally. Oh, Sally. Oh, so not Annie, Sally. Oh, the journal is more helpful than I mean, I didn't try the journal before. I kept doing codex and never journal, so okay. Left hand like the place where they met. Right hand, left hand, you can enter. This is all very confusing. I found a portable radio. It's tiny. This technology is incredible. I think it works, but I haven't been able to pick up anything yet. I would love to hear news of the outside world, though. Have you been able to pick up anything? Can you dial things on the radio then? Move the dial? Where did I leave the radio? I don't even remember where I left it. Alright, we're gonna have to go up and see. Oh, okay, cool. No, well, don't worry about how far you are behind, I don't think, because it's gonna stay. I'm not planning on, unlike what happened with Beyond Two Souls, which is an exception to the general rule. I don't plan on removing the videos at all. Or where did I leave the radio? Did I have it in here? Yeah, here we go. This looks like a radio, a tiny one. It's not letting me like move a dial or anything, so I'm not sure. Can I even take this out? Yeah, I can. And probably back down again this way. Oh, so it recorded it? Oh, maybe not. Oops. Not what I meant. Maybe it didn't record it. I'm not sure. So what? Not sure what I do with the radio. I don't understand. All right. Okay, so it's just J journal. There we go. J's journal. Okay. Oh, there's more. Sorry. Two. At the bottom of the well. His old tools in terrible condition was thrown down to the bottom of the Oakmarsh as well. I can hear something calling to me though, even if it's too big to make out. It seems somebody decided to hide in the cellar under the shop. Maybe Samson? I don't understand. Did Blackwood Manor only inspire people with fear? All I remember is Father's charm, Annie, Mother, and the good old times. Still, with every discovery, fear creeps into my mind. Do I take this maybe... Did I take this down to the well or something? That seems like that's probably not right, but maybe. Can I just go straight? But maybe up and over? That would be fine too. Probably okay. Here's the well. There's something down in the well. Can I don't know what I can record though. Maybe I can record something down here. It's a well though. Wouldn't I need one of those magnetic tapes instead? I don't know. Up. Oh, this comes out here. I don't know if I knew that last time. I thought... I don't know what I do with the radio. I also don't know what I do with this. I mean, it gives me a clue, I guess. So maybe this is just a clue. Not sure. But it'll be fine, maybe. I don't know. I mean, no. Pretty much the game is he does stuff, right? So he like goes through obstacles, progress. So I don't know. It's not really a thing where you necessarily have to watch it in order to follow along. He's just trying different obstacles, right? Listening to or singing through. I think I tried using the radio on that, didn't I? I think so. I don't think really did anything for that. Oh yeah, I left that up. No, left the radio down below, right in the well or. Have I already tried to interact with this way? Oh, I typed something. Oh, I don't know the place though. Place where they met. That. Okay, let me look at the codex. So, Sally, where Sally and Robert met. Okay, so I need to find something with Sally and Robert. Alexander. Sister, that's not going to be Sally. Okay. Oh, here we go. Yeah, after the bombings. So we can't imagine that his faith will, on the contrary, encourage him to protect her from whatever evil power she will unleash. So my niece Sally is hiding in the village with Alexander. Oh, that's not Robert, though. You seem to be in great danger. What do you know about their intent? Knowing your daughter's daring nature, I suppose nothing will stop them. I can't believe Alexander left his family. I believe he pursues a purpose we do not know. Perhaps he did find a way to conjure the malediction that weighs over his kind. Or waits. It's spelled weird, though. Anyway, but hopefully the villagers' anger will not interfere. Well, possibly in the village of Oakmarsh, but I don't know that's where she and Robert met. Let's see what else we have. This is Abraham Blackwood. took Sally to the Samsons. Again, I don't know that's where they met. Possibly Oakmarsh. Possibly Samson. Okay. To the Samson. Okay. See a mention of Sally there. We'll do this so it's easy. M figure has to figure in somewhere. I don't think that's a place. I'm just writing it down. M figure somewhere has to work into things, right? You would think. Um, okay. Not there. That's the last of those. So unless I see something with Sally somewhere else. If that's the forest. I need to go back here also, but actually let's see. So if I are there any references to Sally in any of this? No? Pretty sure this net didn't with the sigils. I don't think there was any reference to Sally. Oh, Anton. Okay. We have an Anton in reference to Anton. Maybe that's the ghost's name. I don't see Sally on this list. I don't see anything referencing Sally there. That's not Sally. That's not Sally. I don't expect to find Sally in the forest and stuff, but I figured I'd check anyway. Yeah, so none of that. Okay. This is Icarus stuff, yeah. None of this, I don't believe. Let me double check, but I don't think so. Some of this stuff I read so long ago, right? I'm trying to remember. But I don't think there was a reference to Sally in this. I think the only references in these were family names like Abigail. Thank you, Anton Elrias, pastor for. See, I'm still thinking this Anton guy might be that spirit because they mentioned him here too. I hadn't noticed that before. Okay, so help me remember. We need to look for We need to try Anton when we get back over. These are all family, so none of that. That's a missing page. Of this stuff. It's all lore on the different. Remembrance of our discoveries and of hard-working sleepless nights. This forest will miss you. This forest will miss you. Yeah, there's Anton again. Yeah, it's got to be like Anton, Anton, Anton. Everything I see now is Anton. How did I not see that before? Oh well. Um, is that Stanford? Is that Sally? Is it Sally Stanford? The notes you stole are important, true, but I don't need them anymore. Suppose you hid them in your flat in the village, or that you gave them that Stanford girl. May they teach you something. Doesn't say where they met though. Yeah, this is a paper chase thing for the note for him. This is not. Sally. Okay. I caught her going through your room. I told you what she wanted to do and why you must not follow her under any condition. Please trust me. As soon as you find this note, hide it as best you can, or even better, destroy it, and come meet me at the wood's edge. I'll be waiting for you there with Sally and Roberts. So possibly Eldritch Forest? Is that maybe where they had met each other? Or that's just a description of Nefarious, so that's none of that. Okay. Okay, so those are the codex things, and now let's look at the journal for those and see if there's any more details. See if they mentioned Sally at all in any. The Awakening, yeah. Okay, and then Vanishing of Malthus. This back to black with the observatory. Nope. There. More references to Anton, not surprising though, given how much his name seems to be popping up now. This is all stuff I read before. Okay, so so I'll answer. So there's one final part to Beyond Two Souls. I tried uploading it before starting the stream, but it was only at 75% when I had to start the stream. So I'll have to start uploading again. But it'll be available in the morning. So you'll have the final part of Beyond Two Souls tomorrow morning. Um, for this, so I not 100% sure, but I believe Sally is a friend of Alexander and Robert. So you have Abigail in the family tree. You have Abigail and Annie were sisters. Annie's children were Edward and Robert and who's the last one? Anyway, Edward, Robert, and somebody else. And then Robert, as Sally was Robert's friend. They met somewhere, and I'm trying to remember, or I'm trying to find out. Not remember. I'm trying to find out where it was they met. This is stuff down below, so I don't think there should be stuff there. Okay, so I think we're gonna try one of these three and see if any of these work. I don't know, but or do I just do this? So it was while I had this. Okay, so Sally. Samson? Sally Eldritch? Sally Oakmarsh? Sally Forrest? I'm not sure where they met. Hmm. Try to think. Left hand like the place they met. They meet at the dance? Wait, was it Alexander or Robert that I was supposed to be? No, because at the top of the thing it said Robert. The recording said Robert, but we'll try this. How do you spell Dunchurch? Just like Dun and Church. Well, there we go. Okay. That's weird though, because the recording said like was to Robert and said where we met. I wonder if Alexander and Robert went together to the dance. Alexander was the other one. So Annie's children were Alexander, Edward, and Robert. Those three. I think there were just the three. We have the family tree also. We could always look. So this is Alexander's abode. The bedroom is empty just like everywhere else. What was I expecting? Some kind of presence, maybe. Who is this melody for? Sally? Where are they now? All these knickknacks are troubling me. I can't get close to them. They push me away. Signs of a struggle? Alexander, what happened to you? So all of these are like wards that basically are keeping her away from some of the stuff. What a graceful young girl. It's a pleasure to meet. It's a pleasure meeting you, Sally. Oh. This old chest is overflowing with books and sheets of paper. From drawings, annotations, all these papers seem linked to the demonology research written by Anton. Why would Alexander have them? And the sigil looks like Paimon's. My dear Sally, if you're in this bedroom, then my mother's vile project has succeeded. I beg you, please help Robert and Edward escape. I gave Robert the password. He knows where to find you, but he needs to be given the word. Don't worry about me. All I wish for is that you can escape. Take my brothers away from this cursed place. Pray for my soul, which my mother will have sealed where only God knows in her madness. Farewell, my dear Sally. I failed. All my love, Alexander. Maybe that spirit's Alexander. Okay. Okay, so this is the drawing. Here is the sigil, Paimon. And then this, I think, is the releasing. Like, releases his marks, maybe. Although there's a question mark, so maybe he didn't quite figure it out. Paimon teaches all arts, philosophy and sciences, and secret things. He can reveal all mysteries of the earth, wind and water, what the mind is, and everything the conjurer wants to know. Gives good familiars dignities and confirms them. Binds men to the conjurer's will. If Paimon is sighted alone, some offering or sacrifice must be. Notandum ad hoc. Si Paimon solus fuerit status per alicam libationem aut sacrificium duo reges magni comitantur scilicet bebal et abalam et alii potentes in huius exercitu sunt vigintici. Holy crap, I can't say that one. Sorry. Viginti queen. I don't know. Something. I can't say that last word. It's a Latin I haven't even seen. Maybe a couple words in there. I really don't know Latin very well anymore. It's a long time since I studied it, and I never got fluent in it. I just could kind of pick up certain words here and there. I know some Latin, but there's a whole ton of Latin I do not know. My soul, which my mother will have sealed, like Malphus' soul, but Malphus is a demon. The sigil drawn on these notes correspond to each other. Paimon is mentioned over both. I recognize the first one, but the second is unknown to me. These annotations, did they help me banish the demon? Oh! Paimon's opposite sigil has been revealed. Every room once blocked by his presence is now accessible. Aha! Eat that, Paimon. I can't apparently use that. Up. Go back out, and that looks like that's it. So I wonder if these that he has here that kind of push Abigail away, I wonder if these were wards that Alexander used to try to keep demons at bay. Interesting and kind of frightening. Yeah, I've debated changing the my suggested rating on this game, but I don't know. I mean, you've got demons in cartoons too, and it doesn't make them more than like Y7, so I think it's still. You don't really have any kind of graphic violence or language problems, really, anyway. You don't have, you know, like sexuality or any of that kind of stuff, so I think it's okay. Um, so we have a bunch of new rooms revealed. I guess we can check those out. I think honestly, I think this was actually like by ESRB and Peggy and stuff. This was rated teen, but I disagree because the only thing I could figure is that like I mean, guess everybody's gone. Like, everybody's basically already passed on. There are no dead. Well, there's one like dead body in Oakmarsh, but there's like it's not gory or anything. So there's pretty much no dead bodies, no violence. There's no gore. There's no language. There's no sex. There's no like none of that stuff. So I think it's probably fine. Oh yeah, it's hard. I already seen that. Yeah, it's not even scary either. Exactly. Yep. So I think we're okay. Okay, so Paimon's stuff. This is the map. This is the map of the place, right? Yeah, his stuff was here. So I can now. Okay, so this is where I could enter kind of upstairs, quote unquote, right here. That was the limit. So now all of this is freed up. Okay. So I can actually go over here now. Here, this was payment sigils here. Now this is a new place. Okay, let's just start left to right, I guess, though, right? So let's go back up here. And this was previously blocked up here, too. Yeah, all this, right? Well, I don't know about all this. I think this was all still just one room. But this was all blocked off here now, and it's open. How about this one? Let's go up here. Yeah, this is all new stuff. Okay. Ah, it's like the whole upper left side of the place. Okay. So we first have this. A tripod topped by a small adjustable mirror. This is odd. What is it for? There's a note here. Nothing over here. Read the note. This is the kind of reminder that Father kept clearly visible. Yeah, I actually, so as soon as I finish Limbo and or Goetia, the next two games I think I've decided on. The next two games I'm gonna do are Resident Evil 7. I'm gonna because I only did the first couple of hours right that, so I want to finish that. So I'm gonna do that. I'm also gonna do Perception, and then after Perception is done, then what was the other? There was another scary one I did, right? Oh no, well, I also did Knock Knock. Maybe I should do Knock Knock before doing Perception, just because I think I'm close to the end on Knock Knock. Not sure, but I think so. Anyway, so maybe I should do Knock Knock again so I finish it off. That's assuming I am going to finish it off, but it feels like I'm getting close because you have that little, like, the number of times, like, going through, like, you had, like, kind of the chart, and, like, each time you kind of went over more and more for each day. You get to the last, you get, like, I'm, like, right for the last couple of days or whatever. So I feel like that I'm almost done with that. I'm not positive, though. It might go on past, right? I don't know. But I feel like since that feels like it's close, maybe I do that before Perception. I don't think Perception is nearly as long of a game probably as Resident Evil 7. So it'd be good if I start Resident Evil 7 so I can so I can try to get through that as much as possible, while also finishing off Knock Knock and then Perception. So, references: frescoes and mosaics of ancient Rome. Bartolomeo Bacchini, 1902. Biblioteca Nazionale Centrale di Roma. So the Central National Library of Rome. Le Roman de la Rosa, Guillaume de Loris and Jean de Meung, 1420. Bodleian Library. So the Roman of the Rose. Okay. Apologie du Grand. Oh, this is French. Sorry. Okay. Apologie du Grand. I can't read that. What is that? D'oeuvre, I think. Apologie du Grand d'oeuvre ou Elixir des philosophes Don Belin, 1659, British Museum. So these are different works that he's using for clues, I think. Hundreds of precious books on history, art, science. The Blackwood collection has been preserved. Okay. I'm assuming pretty much this whole thing. Oh, this is wooden compass used to draw on a black. That's the same. That's a ruler, though, not a compass. But okay. Fine, whatever. So. Yeah, I'm kind of torn on Knock Knock. I almost feel like maybe I just. This has been so long, I almost feel like maybe I just start over. Maybe I'll even do it. So after I finish Beyond Two Souls, maybe I'll just do it as like another extra series. Meantime, it's not horror. I haven't really technically been doing horror, unless you count Last of Us kind of horror. I haven't really been doing a horror game for a while though, and I kind of want to get back into doing that. Which means I need to finish a couple things up. I need to finish the work on that next part of Until Dawn. Since it's been like friggin' over a year now. I'm so good at sticking to it. Anyway. Okay. A most unique work. Andrea della Dobbia Bombini. Is this like a mummified kid, kind of? Like half mummified or something? I don't know what's going on with this. It's wrapped up to the chest, and then the top part is not. I'm going on. Spedale degli Innocenti, Firenze. Okay, except I don't speak Italian, so I'm not sure what that says. Okay. It's interesting. Without getting too detailed, basically you play. He's pretty cute. Like when he talks to, it's not. He doesn't actually say words. He's like when he talks. It's hilarious. But anyway, he's this. He's not a hermit exactly, but basically he's like this woodsman who lives out in this house, isolated in the middle of a forest. And he just records like his task that he's inherited from generations past. Just records kind of the goings on in the forest. Well, recently he's been having trouble sleeping because he keeps getting woken up in the middle of the night as night terrors basically come into his house. And he goes around trying to turn on all the lights so that he can, once he turns on enough lights or whatever, then the idea is that the I don't know, it's not really scaring the terrors away, but basically it's like he finishes checking the house when he turns on all the lights. Once of the, or maybe not all, but most of the lights anyway. When he has enough lights turned on, then he can sleep soundly the rest of the night and he wakes up the next morning. Or, well, or you can go. So there are a couple of other things. Sometimes a portal will appear. You can go in the portal and you go in like this alternate world. It's like a series of, it's like a hall with a series of doors, and you come out another door at a different time and stuff. So it's kind of this weird other dimensional thing, kind of. It doesn't really look much like another dimension, but you can tell because you go through a portal and there's a hall with doors. There's that aspect to it too. Or you can go out into the forest and kind of, you're outside checking out things, seeing if there's actually a threat in the forest or whatever too. This all happens at night, so it's all kind of a, I mean, it's cartoony, but it's kind of a spooky setting ish. Anyway, and then if you go out in the forest and you check enough, and then you find your way back to the house and go to sleep, then basically also you've kind of checked things out and you wake up the next morning, and you're trying to progress through the mornings enough that you get to the ending, and then like there's a drawing showing you progress, and the ending drawing looks like there's like a monster or something at the end. So I have no idea what that is. I haven't met it yet, right? So I don't know what that is, but it looks like there's a monster or something you have to confront at the end, which is weird because it's not a fighting game up to that point. So I don't know how you fight the monster or whatever, but I guess we'll find out. But if you're checking through your house or something and you like open certain doors, or like whatever, get in certain rooms, you'll see like an intruder, kind of a creature, like an otherworldly kind of like a spirit type creature or whatever, that actually is haunting, and you have to like make sure that doesn't touch you. If that touches you, it actually, so you have a certain amount of time. You have like a little clock thing. You're trying to forward time to the morning. So turning on lights and things forwards the clock. But if you get touched by the spirit, it sets the clock back, so you have a longer night trying to get through it. So you're trying to finish basically each night and wake up at dawn the next day so that you've like made it yet another day. Anyway, that's kind of the gameplay more or less. This page seems to come from a botanical encyclopedia. Okay. Different kinds of fruits. Interesting. Okay. This is interesting. You can't interact with it, but the fact that it's an hourglass on top of, I don't even know, a disc of some kind. It almost looks like you could grab the hourglass and twist it or something. It's not right, but it seems like that might be something along the lines of what happens. An open metal box fixed to a tripod. I don't know what this is. Its interior is completely scorched, and I can see traces of powder. But more runes, so we're blocked from going farther that way. Mary Alexia Blackwood, a family member, but one whose history I do not know. Okay, now going up. There. These rare editions of novels are really worth spending time with. And yet she doesn't. She says, but not now. Deliberate looking place for a simple box. It has a round hole. Curious. Are all these the same? No. Some treatises about music and painting dating from the 7th century to the modern day. These are mostly about chemistry and physics, and there are some I can't read the titles of. What is this? I don't know what this is. Oh, it's the... Okay, it holds the chandelier. Okay. Try to remember to check some of these pillars, too, because if there's something... Oh. If there's any writing on them or something, there's a design, and I can't tell if it was supposed to be anything special. But it seems like it's not. And then there's back here, except you don't actually go back there. Okay. That's not the limitation of what we were able to see with Paimon. We can see some of these other things too. So, this used to be Annie's room. It was connected to mine by the stairs, and we spent a lot of time there together. Yep, that was... Now we were able to go to the right, where before this was blocked. A clarinet, and I don't know what the other instrument is. Where did it come from? Annie was a great piano player. The piano used to be in the smoking room, though. I suppose this toy doesn't belong to Alexander. Which of my nephews has a passion for the sky? I suppose I should give it back to him. Oh, can possess it. Okay. Yeah, we'll come back to this in a bit. See if it goes, makes the background go kind of the yellowy or whatever it was tint, meaning that we need to get it somewhere where something glows so we reveal something new. Not, if that doesn't happen, then it goes somewhat like it gets used with something, I think, otherwise, right? These look like veneering failures or a luthier's rejects. I can make out an early unfinished violin. An artist and a craftsman. His workbench has been tidied up, but I can still sense the meticulous work carried out here. A traditional oil painting, very similar to most of the works in the manor. Oh, snap, something behind it. Notes have been carefully preserved in this box. My dear Alexander, I entrusted this message to Robert, as I'm not sure a letter from me will be welcome at Blackwood Manor, or that you would even receive it. But I can't wait to inform you that George Sampson says you can move into the flat. We even thought about a sale. This world would be a small but suitable place, this would be a small but suitable place to settle together like we agreed. I would be ever so happy. It would be a great opportunity for Samson too, to be honest. People keep leaving Oakmarsh, family after family. If you set it in the center of the village, that might convince people to stay. But of course, your leaving Blackwood will raise other questions. People are worried, but they hide it. Can't wait to see you again. Will you meet me at the pond tonight? I think Robert forgot about the eggs, so I might go to Samson's in the afternoon to buy a few things. All my impatient affection. Sally. Aww. A love note. He wubbed him. Here's Sally. I like her expression. He must be in Alexander's room, Annie's second son. So another room. This was where Alexander originally was, And then Alexander had that kind of place in Oakmarsh that he had all the wards trying to protect himself. He ended up backing out to there. This dismantled phonograph is no longer usable. Same up. That's talk about them. I was never very good at music theory. Alright, so we can possess this. Not change the hint at all. Oh. There's something behind it. Interesting. Where does this take us? Oh, I see. This jumps us to there. That's kind of a fast way to travel, okay. Might also let us to carry things if a wall blocks. Okay, and then what was the other? It was over here. Yes, yeah. Yes, we have a tint. Which means it needs to go near something. Reveal something. And have some stuff with some things. Let's try. Since there's a convenient hole, possibly that's where something in this room, but maybe not. Well, don't see anything new revealed. Wonder if maybe we take this box through there. Okay, so keep going this way, maybe? A dropper. What could it be used for? I guess since I haven't even explored this yet, let's set this down for the... Oops. Whatever. Fall to the ground. I don't jerk. What a friggin' jerk. Scattered pile of linens and some dirty flasks. Possessed and Supernatural. I'm a little behind on Supernatural now. I think I've not seen the last at least one, if not two seasons. So I need to catch up at some point. But life's busy and you don't always get stuff done as fast as you. That's fine. What I wouldn't give to have a reflection. I don't even know what language this is. Roberts, I have no time for such games. Give it back to me, Alexander. Back to him? Empty and terribly dirty. Nothing has been used for ages. There are these that are like discolored some or whatever. Very strange. Just missing tiles, I suppose, maybe? Could be more. Okay. And nothing in here lit up, right? Let's go all the way over and see. Ah, and we've been here before. This is the thing that goes up to the photo world. Those things. Like anything new is showing up this way. I wonder, okay, let's go. Can we go down farther? Let's see. See anything here? Okay. That's the one thing is you don't know where these actually go, like where it ties to stuff, so it's hard to say where you need to look. Do, 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 do. Like, so you gotta like do so much search with this thingy, cause it like could go here, or maybe he go here, or maybe it not go none of these places. It not go none of these? That's great English, Squeak. Thanks. I like practice every day so I can speak good. Well, I'm not gonna say anything about your effort, but I will say you probably trying. Well, obviously, if I like try to struggle with English, then I like need to do more so I like get better. We were just in this room, right? All right. We do still have that like attic thing way up on top. I have no idea where this is going to have an effect. So, back, let me look at my map here. Ferris is blocking all of this, but we should be able to go. Yeah, so up this and then to Nibarius. So we had outside room, dining room, and one more. So for one. Now up. Where are we? Oh, right. Over one more. We're here. Now we go up. Now we can up eventually. Except it blocks me. Oh. This is no bueno. Yes, I guess we go down this one. Farther over or something? How did we get this out now? I don't remember exactly what we did to get. Now we go up here. Is that? Where's the out here? The tube? Yeah. can't fit that in there? Can't go up through here though. Yeah, if I'm here. Which. Am I here now? I don't know. Oh, dang it. I can't remember how I got this up to where it was, even. Came out from there, for sure. And then. We didn't keep going that way? Right here? That, but that's too big, yeah. Is that where I had come from? No. Because I had to bring the. Whoops. I had to bring the rocket. I don't. There's also this. The dumbwaiter, though, that I could take down. Maybe it goes downstairs. Here we go. Take this out. And you can't go through. Definitely not that way. Alright, well. Worth a try. Maybe go out to the forest and try to go over to where the church is or something? Possibly. I don't know how far over this is supposed to go. Might not even go over at all. I really can't. We'll see. That's what we found earlier there. I doubt this goes all the way over. I'm thinking it might go up in the attic, but You don't know until you try. Yeah, I can't even enter with it. Yeah, so it won't go there. Okay, I have to figure out how to get it up, back up, like up above, and see if I can get it up in the attic somehow. Because I think that's the only place in the house where I can currently take it that I've not yet tried. And that's not even totally necessarily true because I might not be able to take it there. So when I say the only place where I can currently take it, I may not actually be able to take it there. So that might be a problem, but I can't even friggin' figure out how to get it back up where I had it in the first place, let alone. Oh, you know what? Or I can't remember if I can go up. No, I can't. Okay. Up the. There are things that I have not seen yet here also. Here. This is a new room. Some of these, I guess it's just because it's glass, but this kind of looks like faded, like it's a spiritual container or some. Uh, Glycerol, colorless and odorless, as far as I can tell. We're all blocked. Okay. Um, Hydrochloric acid, do not pour on spirits. Which kind of spirits, though? A black powder. The label reads KMN04. Hmm. Glass have been labeled with care. This is a Bunsen burner, if I'm not mistaken. This lab seems fully equipped. Alright, now we'll finally read these. Let's. Oh, I can't. I just can only read them. Okay, fine. To the careless young man who left an open flask of glycerol right next to a saucer full of potassium permanganate after having performed discrete experiments in the laboratory. I can't talk. Any object that ends. Actually, I can't accent, is what it is. Full of potassium permanganate after having performed discrete experiments in the laboratory. Any object that ends up burned, smoked, or destroyed will have rather unfortunate consequences on your Christmas present. These substances must be handled with care and, most of all, carefully put away after use. P.S. Robert, since you're the most likely culprit, I understand that quadratic equations don't hold a candle to the lovely purple flames you watch with such glee. But surely you have mastered that experiment by now. Your progress in maths, however, is still wanting. Put this on something? I don't know. What? Put it on the Bunsen burner or no? I would think down, possibly down underneath where there are all the chemicals and stuff. Except I'm pretty sure there's no way to get this down there. There's that room with the pillars with the light that has a wall. You can't get past this. I don't how that even. That's interesting though. That's a thing apparently. So this one I'd already been to, correct? Yeah, this is where I came from in the first place. Yeah, there we go. Finally made it back. I was like, how did I get from there? I don't remember now. Okay, green sigil. Stupid jerk fit. No, sigil's all block. So I don't know. Who the guy is on the wall? Which guy over here? This one? I'm not sure. I expect because the journal enters talking to Robert, this is probably the father, although I'm not sure. Okay, we're going to leave this for now. I'll come back to this later. I did want to go back because we have that. So it's either Alexander or Anton. I still want to try the Anton name in out in the forest. Because he also appears in the ledger, making it more likely, I think, that could be the dude with the sewn mouth. Could be Alexander, though. I didn't see Alexander in the ledger, though, that I remember. Take a while. Because it's a big forest. Last one. Church. Okay. So. Now, does that ledger show. Anton Patrick Williams, Elrius, APWE. Do I have all of those? I don't even remember. I wrote them down and I don't know. Oh, I know. Hang on. I think I know where it is. Okay, I found my notes from last time. A P W E. Okay, we have all of those letters. Yeah, like is Alexander on here at all? Yeah, I don't see Alexander on here at all. There's Anne and there's Alessa. I don't see any other A name people. It doesn't have to be start with name, but I'm just saying like trying to find Alexander right in the list, and the only A's are those two and then Anton. So I don't see Alexander on the ledger. Okay, so APWE would be the letters I would need to do. APWE 11/27/85. Was birth, and then Okay, and then baptism. I don't know if that's a thing we need, but for this, but we'll say 12-2. Okay. All right, let's try those in our little typing machine thing and see what we get. I still think this is important too. William Whitegate, that's going to apply at some point also. Yeah, I didn't read the journal for here, did I? Okay. Annie talks about someone called Anton and a forest in the eastern part of the estate. Was he living there as a recluse? I don't recall anything being there. No house, not even a hut. What was his connection to Annie? She's left the manor. Maybe he'll know where she's hiding. Don't really know my way around the forest, but I must explore it. The woods are vast, though I was never allowed to wander there. Annie and I still often try to explore them. I think I remember a map hidden somewhere, but where? That was that book that we used the stick on. Memories are coming back to me. Annie and I exploring the forest, writing down all recognizable places and objects. But in what order did we observe all those details? What's a church doing out here in such an isolated place? And it's quite an impressive one, no less. How come I never knew about it? Did someone want to hide it from us? The place is in ruins, but it's still rather imposing. Something's missing from the altar. There's only one candlestick. The circular mark seems to indicate that there was a similar object on the other end of the altar. There's a reason why it's missing. I should find out why. This research, probably carried out by this Anton, seems to complete Father's work, and Annie's too. These occult symbols are fascinating. It's so much more complex than what I could study so many years ago. I have to understand, though. Everything leads back to my quest. First a ruined church, and now a ruined tower. The tower still guards the estate as best it can. Someone's been storing food and tools inside, and everything seems quite recent. Who was it? The rusty ceiling light swings dangerously above the old floor. This desolate place hasn't been taken care of, but someone's still using it. The tower is now sinking into the lake, just like in the old stories that Mother used to read to me. I'm intrigued by this symbol drawn in chalk, and it seems familiar. Perhaps I came across it somewhere else in the forest. Poor thing. What a miserable, horrific existence. What is this strange, disproportionate figure trapped in church? He claims to not be a demon, but he doesn't seem to be a ghost either, not like me. How can I be sure of who he is and find his name? Is this really Anton? Oh yeah, so there we go. There's another clue that it's probably Anton. The bishop's tomb. The slab in the church mentions someone called William Whitegate. Maybe may his soul rest forever in this place, keeping the infernal fires from reaching impure souls. Apparently, he was a key member of this church. Was his name mentioned somewhere else? Intriguing. Alright. We've got, as far as I know, everything from here on the codex we already read last time. No, I'm not gonna fall asleep again. One yawn does not equal yawning like regular yawning. I yawned once, it's true, but it's fine. Okay. So okay, wait. So the month is November, I think, because I think we're going with birth. So then what I need to reference is this one. No, not this one. This one. November. And it was 27th. So that's going to be the very end, I think. Right? It's going to be this, the arrow one, I think. I think. We'll try the arrow, and if not, that turns out wrong, we'll try the M. Okay. So we want Can't remember. Do you do... Okay, hang on. Do you do the Zodiac last? This one. Somebody says what order it goes in. Each element corresponds to a radius of a circle. Line written for each letter of the first one. Not sufficient. What about homonyms? Wait, okay, so where is it? In many cultures, mythological writings, legibly. These, however, are not among the ones used to summon the 12 demons of the Goetia, although they are quite similar. I venture they are linked not to demons, but rather to human beings who lived on this earth. My obsession with this research is such that I do not sleep much these days. If I were on the verge of lifting a significant part of the veil of our consciousness, these people might not help, blah, 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 blah. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I think it's 4. I think the Zodiac is last. And then how do we know which 1, 2, or 3, which direction it goes? X. Quite simple. One just needs to draw them as coordinates. Well, okay. We'll try it and see. All right, but I believe the Zodiac goes last. So A is it's here. I know it's here. I just need to find it because I think I'm pretty sure. Here we go. A. We rotate. Then we go P, which is this one. We rotate. And we go W, which is this one. Rotate. And we go E, which is that. And then we do the arrow. This one. I wonder if I did it in the wrong order. Maybe you have to do the Zodiac thing first. Also, it could be the M. Still don't technically know if it might be the M. Can I rotate that? That is nope. That's always pointing the one way, looks like. So I guess I don't rotate that. Okay, let's try it one more time. So A. Now. 2, 3. A. Rotate. E. Rotate. Where'd it go? W. Rotate. E. This one. Oh, I wonder if that rotates it. Does that rotate these? Yeah, that rotates these. This way? And I go like this, and then it's... Maybe it doesn't rotate. No, it does. Yeah, rotate. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so let's try it again with the other. It's going to be one of these, I'm pretty sure. Rotate one more time. We're here. A. P. W. Then instead of this direction, Um, rotate it once. It was the fourth one, wasn't it? 3, 4. Oh, they're only 3? Okay, they'll be the third, though. This one, I think. Oh. A. Wrong one. P. W. Hmm. Yeah, let me make sure I'm doing this right. I might be doing this wrong, too. So we go. Yeah, 1 is always upright. That would be an A, like A for Anna. P is this one, right here. What I have. W is this one, like what I have here. And E is the second one, which is this one, which is what I have there, yeah. Okay, so Patrick William James Keegan, is that in the ledger? Let's see. Do you have any of these in the ledger? Anime Welkin. Henry Daniel Blackwood. First decan, second decan, third decan. Should be pointing down, right? Because this is the end of November. Oh, the end of November is first decan, though. Of December. Oh, I think I need to use the first decan of December. That's this one. Deuce? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe it's not that name. A. E. W for sure. You're right. And E. Could also try the arrow that direction. A. W. A. P. W. Ah. Oh. Rotate. A. P. W. E. What if it's not that name? Yeah, I'm doing something wrong. I think. The thing is, Alexander's not even in the this list, so we don't know his date. Like, how are we gonna find out the symbol? E W J. I wonder if I have to do the sigil or the zodiac first. I'll have to do the zodiac first. Okay, so we want this. We'll try this one first. Okay, so then this. That. Oh, that. That. It's in his birthday's the end of December, which puts it in the one for December, which is that arrow that points up and to the left because it's the first decan. So, what am I doing wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not this dude. I wonder if this is supposed to be Williams. El Rios doesn't sound like it's really a last name. This might be, maybe this is a first name or a middle name. And the question goes, where does it go though? So this first, I think. A E E. Or do I? This will stick with it. There we go. I just had the letters backwards. If I'm not mistaken, this is indeed Elria's sigil. I hope this is what he's looking for. Ah, sewing's off his mouth. Elrias, Anton Elrias, that is my name. Thank you. At last I can leave this shapeless husk of earth and stone. I don't have much time. Annie, is that you? I can't focus. If it's not you, please give her my message. I beg you, warn her, before she makes the same mistake that I did. Wait, wait! You know Annie? No! You can't leave. I helped you. Now it's your turn. I'm talking to a wall. Not again. It's so unfair. Oh, a wall that opens, though. Maybe I take it with me. I don't know if I need to take it with me. Let's take it with. Doesn't do a yellow tint, so it's not going to help that way, but... Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is it needed to be Anton, right? Because I don't have a date for anybody else. I can go up from there, too. Okay, so this is... some silverware and other valuables. That's all. More knickknacks. No clues here. I think I remember this candlestick. It looks like the one on the altar in the church. Oh, so if I take this back up, probably is what you're saying. So what you're saying is, let's see if there's anything else here before I move on. Oops, I just broke it. I just broke it. Never seen this entrance in the forest before. Where does it lead? Maybe I could take this through? Apparently I can get out here. Ish? No. This grate is very old, but I'm sure I should still be able to move it. Guess I go down again for a second. Hang on. Hang on. Go up. I move the grate now. Well, except I can't move it. It's not letting me push. The grate's lying on this root. If only I was strong enough to pull it out. I can't make it move. Uh... Can't interact on that. I was thinking maybe stick it between the sides of the candlestick. candle holder and make it move that way, but that didn't work. Anything up here I can get? I probably should stop this and start doing limbo. We'll go a little bit later on this. I don't think I want to take that in the water. I'm sure that'll douse it, and then I might not be able to do it. Does this out front? Is that where it ends up going down? It's gonna let us be either way. We have to figure out how to move that root somehow. It just describes it. It doesn't actually let you go through that entrance, which is weird. Why can't I just go through here? He's like, I don't know where it goes. Okay, so go find out. Like, I don't understand why it's a thing with you where you don't. Huh. It did connect, like that other thing did grab it though, so I don't know. This would totally be all destroyed if that were real life fell that far. grate's lying on this root. If we're strong to pull it out, yeah. So. Why it's not giving me an interaction symbol though? I can analyze. I can look at it, and I can possess, like possess or unpossess or whatever, but I can't. The fact that it attaches to that makes me think it's supposed to be there, but I don't understand. I maybe use this combined with that or something? I don't know. I don't think that sigil's going to do anything. But comes out right there. Oh, so maybe I can use the torch. I don't know if I can, but maybe I could stick it through that hole I just came out. Maybe. I cannot. Really? Huh. That's so weird. You like come out there, but you can't. I can't even try to put something through there. Because it's supposed to be a challenging game, I'm assuming. Um, let's take this. Put this back down. For now, I don't think that's going to do what we... She's talking about this hole opening up here, I'm assuming. Ah, really? How do you get that to remove? Yeah, she won't stay in it. She immediately leaves it. Wonder if there's something heavy that I can put on that branch or whatever to break it. Pretty sure I don't want to try using the torch, like I said, because I think it'll just get put out in the water and then you're not going to do anything. If we could have brought the torch through that one way, that would have been ideal, but it's not. I wonder what we use. Can we bring this grave marker? Maybe we could use that. That's stone, right? Kind of heavy. It's not gonna. It only lets us look at it and do that, though. Let us actually grab it. Even potentially like one of these supply boxes that have bullets or something, but I can't move them. Otherwise, they would potentially be heavy enough. But once again, you can't actually move this. I'm pretty sure, right? Because it says it looks like there's a candlestick missing from inside here, and you have a candlestick you're trying to get out of there. So I'm pretty sure it's something there, but obviously I don't know how to get that out. Can't. There's not an open door on the left side of the church, so there's no point in going out farther that way, because if I were going to get something, I wouldn't be able to bring it through anyway. It's just reading, right? Well, on that side, same thing. No different. Just for some reason, this middle doesn't let you go up, but you can go up on either side there. Where is the fire when you need it? Not anything I can use, unfortunately. Alright, well, we're going to have to leave that there. So that's where we're going to end this. Yep. So that's where we're stopping that for now. Ghost Town, achievement unlocked. Okay. Apparently I got an achievement. Okay, I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm just going to stop the stream so it'll be separate. And then we'll do the next one. So let me just do my little usual closing thing. So thank you for watching, everybody. This has been my continued playthrough of Goetia. Number 11, I believe, is this part. I will see you guys in my next stream, which is right directly following this, or else next time I do more streams or more videos, whatever may come first. So don't forget, if you enjoy this video and you watch it later, to indicate that with a comment or a like or whatever you want to do. And I will see you guys in the last part of Beyond Two Souls, or my next stream. Till next time, peace!